big semifinal win over BU at home. Just talk about the team tonight.
I mean, I think we talked a lot about 40 minutes of defense, and I say for the most part without the fouling, it was pretty good. And you know, we do focus a lot on taking away the three. That's been a focus. It was coming into this year. That was one of our things to improve on, and you know, all year we've been able to do that, and we just hope that we can do it another game. But just looking at the stat sheet here, I mean, we won every quarter. Not always convincingly, but we won every quarter, and you know that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to just every 10 minutes, can you outscore them and defend? And just can't say enough about Emily Fisher. I mean, just she's come a long way, and she's earned this. And as much effort and energy that she brings every single day in practice, she deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. And you know, one of the other things we talked about in the locker room was. At both times we've played BU, even though we won the last in the regular season at home, we still didn't keep their field goal percentages below what we wanted it to be. And we talked about that we haven't been able to do that yet. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, today we did that. And that's why you saw the margin of victory.
So you brought up limiting three.
Yep.
I find it really interesting that you guys have, I think it's like 24% on the season. That's fourth in the country. How do you limit 3-point percentage? I feel like the general knowledge is you can't. It's just shooting block.
Yeah.
How do you guys attack that problem?
Well, defending the three, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've done a lot of switching this year, so that way we're not getting strung out on ball screens, and now we can't get to a shooter. Right. Things like that. Focusing on like if you're guarding a 3-point shooter, not in help as much. And just being able to read the passer's eyes better to know where the ball's going next so we can close out quickly. And Jade's a scary closeout. When she closes out, if you shoot, she's probably going to block it. So, and we have a bunch of kids on our team like that. We have a couple that don't understand that and that are getting better at it. But yeah, it has been a focus. That was a focus for us for sure coming into this year, and then shooting the three better was another focus, which we haven't really done. We're shooting better now towards the end of the year, but that also is because if you don't take away the three, you got to be able to at least make threes. So that was one of the things. Well, if we're not going to make threes, we're going to take it away.
So I mean, is that more a matter of your team knowing the scout, or is there like a certain drill that you guys?
Scout. There's scout. I mean, we do drill it. We drilled it early on in the season, but it's scout specific. And we quiz them on all kinds of things to make sure that they understand. And some games we're better at it than others. Even last game against Lafayette, I don't think we did a terrific job defending. Thought we got a little rattled in our heads because it's the tournament. I thought we were much calmer today than we were against Lafayette on Monday.
And then my last question, I mean, 21 turnovers to 17 made field goals. What was the key to just causing all that chaos?
Yeah, we did it last time, I thought, to them a little bit, and just getting our hands in on things when they put the ball on the floor. Just guarding tendencies a little bit better was helpful today. And it just was frustrating the second half because they started to call some things that they didn't call in the first half. So we had foul trouble to kind of deal with this game. But I think it's just a focus on when to double, when to dig, all that kind of stuff, and forcing, getting your hands up.
I actually do have one more.
Yeah.
So they came out with a lot of zone, like in the first quarter.
Yes.
Were you prepped for that? Were you ready
Yes.
for them to go
yes.
zone?
Yes. Nikki Flores, who was in charge of the scout, thought that they would start in zone. Because the last game, it kind of stalled us a little bit in the second half. But we were ready. I mean, we worked on our zone offense the last couple days. So we're just, I feel like we're a good passing team.
Yeah.
So it's like finding just the open person for the open shot. Some days you make them, some days you don't. But we're pretty consistent with what we try to do against the zone. Thanks.
Weimer and Durant, they're significant both, and you really handled them well. Up there, no. I think that was just one of those throwaway games. But Weimer had a big that type of scout really on those two, and then following it to the tee today. Were you happy with it?
Say that last part again.
Were you happy with the Weimer Durant?
Yes.
Execution of the scout, and well, I mean, obviously they didn't have that great a game, but
right.
They were significant in your scout.
Yeah, we feel like BU attacks inside out. So we know that that's what they're looking for in a lot of their sets is the inside stuff. So, Durant had 12 and Weimer had 8, and that's not bad. 20 points out of their bigs when they can easily score in the 20s. Yeah, I thought we did a fairly nice job. I think foul trouble hurt them too, if I remember correctly. So getting people in and out, and we told the post players on our side of the bracket, there's a lot of posts. So all 4 of you have to be ready. And I felt like all 4 were really focused and ready to play defense. And I told them in the locker room, if you don't believe defense wins championships, that's on you. Because Bucknell's leading the league in scoring defense and we're second. So if you don't believe that, then you don't belong here. So, and they laughed and they giggled and they know they've worked a lot on our defense and it's getting better and better.
And I know you said that you can't say enough about Emily Fisher, but I'm going to ask you to. Can you just talk about the X factor she brings and the poise and the control that she has over the game?
Yeah, I think she controlled the pace. Obviously not having her in there and then pressing was hard, but I think she just understands where people are supposed to be and where to get the ball next. So the poise piece, the leadership piece, she brings it every day. So it doesn't surprise me, that she's gotten the gym extra. She's gotten shots up that she knows she's going to get. And she takes it with confidence. The kid just exudes confidence. And you love that from your point guard. Your point guard has to have that. And I think when your point guard is confident in doing the right thing and making the right plays, then it gives everyone else confidence that she's in control.
And can you just talk, looking back, the growth that you've seen from this team in the non-conference, because it's significant.
When Jody mentioned BU the first time, I think back to that game and how disappointing that was. And how I would say over half of our conference games we haven't had everybody because of COVID and all that stuff. And people have come in, they've come out, right? And it's like we've been able to adjust. And we keep getting a little bit better because we're not settling for where we are. And we'll continue to tell them over the next 2 days, this is not about, oh yay, let's the championship game. No, we still have things we need to get better at. And we'll watch a lot of film tomorrow. So yeah, I think that we still have some growth, but I'm just so proud of how they've kind of digested it and said, okay, we can do this. And we know, we've been telling them all year, we know how to get you there. You just have to finish it. And I feel like they're really bought in right now.
And the emotion after this game, getting the BU monkey off your back, the rematch with Bucknell
Yes.
championship. Just what are the emotions?
I'm kind of emotional about it. The last time we played in a championship game was against Bucknell at Bucknell, and we lost. And these guys were freshmen. Most of them didn't play in that game. And for it to kind of come full circle, it almost feels like karma. It almost feels like fate that we were supposed to have this matchup with them. I'm just really happy it's at our place and not at their place. But they're a good team. I know that going in. And it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a real battle. But I just kind of want to enjoy this win right now and think about Bucknell tomorrow. Thanks.
Congrats.
Thanks.